Welcome back to our channel, and thank you for tuning in and thank you for supporting us. But if you're new to this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please encourage us by doing so, and we shall bring you the latest news as they happen. And together we can support our leader, µNRK Eastern Security Network, to make our Biafran dream a reality, he said. Many non-Fulani army officers and soldiers are now security guards to Fulani terrorist killer herdsmen, killing, kidnapping, and destroying people's farmland. The army officers and soldiers follow the Fulani terrorist killer herdsmen about, especially to states where there is an anti-open grazing law in place, so that when the Fulani terrorist killer herdsmen are overpowered, the army officers and soldiers will appear from nowhere to rescue them or give them safe passage after killing the indigenous people or kidnapping them. This is how the Buhari impostor and the terrorist Nigerian army chief, Lieutenant General Yahya Farouk, have turned the Nigerian army into Fulani houseboys and guards, following ragtag Fulani ďáťuárás, following them about. The Nigerian army can no longer defend their base or barracks. When attacked by the Fulani terrorists because of the consequences from their army chief and the Fulani presidency cabal, and also many of them have been taken away from their barracks and base to be following ďáťuárás about, like zombie, following them about. During such attacks, despite killing soldiers, the Fulani terrorists are allowed to take away, they cut away Nigerian weapons and military uniforms, including that of the soldiers that were killed. The dead soldiers' uniform, they take it also. If the one they want to take is not enough, they remove the ones from the dead soldiers and they take it away. This is what the Fulani terrorists and the Fulani Nigerian government are doing to the military, that only show their power. They only show force when it comes to peaceful Biafrans. But in their base and barracks, they cannot protect it. They can't. They only have power when it comes to Biafrans. You see them showing force. If it's not Operation Python Dance, it's Operation Golden Dawn, showing force. They have not shown a single force to the Fulani terrorist bandits. Rather, they are Fulani terrorist bandit houseboys, protecting them, following them about. You know, the Fulani terrorist ragtag operatives are being emboldened because they have army officers as security guards, and they are usually on high drugs supplied by the criminal Nigerian DSS. The criminal DSS provide them with the hard drugs. The ones they seize from drug traffickers, they ship it to the Fulani terrorist bandits. They ship them. That was why they had to put a Fulani Janjaweed as the new Director General of Nigerian Drug Law Enforcement Agency, so that they can be seizing illegal drugs, arrest those who are peddling those drugs, and, collect huge sum of bribe from them. And at the same time, they carry those drugs. Instead of, destroying the drugs, they ship it to the Fulani terrorist bandits in their various camps in the forest. According to reports, operatives of Ondo State security outfits, codenamed ďimotekun, and the Nigerian soldiers on Monday clashed over the arrest of 100 cows that violated the state's anti-grazing law. It was gathered that ďimotekun operatives have seized the cows after acting on distress call from an indigenous farmer in Akure, the state capital of Ondo State, that their crops and farms have been destroyed by the Fulani killer herdsmen. The cows were alleged to have destroyed farmlands and other valuables in the area. Just like in Biafra land, I think in ڨhyŁ, a Fulani herdsman who stabbed his landlord because the landlord complained that the cows were making a mess in the compound, and he stabbed him. And the Nigerian military supported the Fulani killer herdsmen. They came to his rescue. However, the ďimotekun operatives were resisted from taking the cows away by some Nigerian soldiers attached to the 32 Artillery Brigade, Owena Cantonment, Akure, who claimed that the cows belonged to some senior officers in their barracks, numbering about 10, that is, the Nigerian soldiers. There were over 10 of them. While the ďimotekun personnel were marching the seized cows to their office, Nigerian soldiers, numbering over 10, fully armed, stormed the area with Helios vehicle and prevented the arrest of the cows. The Nigerian soldiers insisted that the ďimotekun men would not go away with the cows, despite destroying farmlands, and the farmers had to run for their dear life because they would have been killed by the Fulani terrorists. The soldiers said they cannot take the cows away because they lied that it belongs to their officers from the military barracks. But the ďimotekun officers insisted that the cows have violated the state anti-grazing law and must be taken to the office for the owners to bail the cows out or pay for the damaged crops. Crisis started with an exchange of hot words, and it later snowballed into an exchange of blows between the two security outfits on the streets. Before anybody knew it or knew what was happening, the Fulani-controlled Nigerian soldiers started shooting sporadically into air and into the crowd. Immediately, they started shooting. The residents scampered for safety in order not to be caught in the shooting by the Fulani-controlled Nigerian army. The soldiers eventually overpowered ďimotekun personnel and arrested 2 of them. That was why the Fulani Nigerian government refused ďimotekun from receiving or getting ammunition. They refused because of situations like this. You can see how the Nigerian soldiers have been reduced. They have been reduced to nothing, to mere Fulani killer herdsmen bodyguards. While the fight was going on, the Fulani herdsmen that destroyed the farmers' crop, they were somewhere busy laughing because they know that the soldiers must rescue them at the expense of the poor farmers. And that is what is happening. And that is why Biafrans are asking for referendum. You know, at least 50 soldiers were killed after Fulani terrorists, bandits, raided a Nigerian military base in 噚village in Kaduna State, southern Kaduna. A source disclosed this. According to the source, he said that the Fulani terrorist bandits came in large numbers on motorcycles and engaged the troop in a battle that lasted for over 2 hours. If this has happened in Biafra land, the compromised Nigerian army would have gone into a killing spree, killing innocent Biafrans, youths, and burning down villages and communities. You know, the Fulani terrorists also stormed villages across southern Kaduna because no one is stopping them. And they killed more than 17 residents in 4 communities after abducting 20 others. Yet, the Nigerian military and police have not made any single arrest or invaded the Fulani terrorist camp, just like they always claim to have invaded Eastern Security Camp. Thank you, my brothers and my sisters, for watching this video, and bye-bye for now.